Hello everyone. It's beginning to feel a bit like Christmas. And as well as doing well, I hope you are also getting excited, really excited. Now, the first thing I want to do today is to say how fantastically well you all did in our gift service last Sunday. Well done to everybody. You were all super great in everything you did. And it was a real celebration of joy about looking forward to Jesus being born and helping other children. Talking about celebration, our story today is about a bunch of friends who get all excited when they are invited to visit a king. They think they are in for a massive celebration and imagine all the good things that are going to happen to them and everything they're going to enjoy. Let's listen. Our story is called Tonight in the Palace, and it goes like this. It was late at night, and all the sheep were in their beds, and fast asleep. They snuggled up, while Cecil snored. When out of heaven an angel soared. "Wake up, sheep, wake up," he said. "Stop your dreaming, get out of bed. Listen, sheep, good news I bring. In Bethlehem is born a king. He's cute, he's cuddly, he's £9.10. So what are you waiting for? Visit him then. Visit the king, this'll be fine. Tonight in the palace we're going to dine. We'll start with pavlova, then peacock eggs fried, with fancy fresh mushrooms piled up on the side. Load up on lobster, dunk in the dips, bypass the salad and pig out on the chips. Then finally finish with a small minty thing. That's what you eat in the house of the king. With stomachs rumbling they leapt out of bed, charged over the hill, and then Cecil said, "Visit the king, way to go. Royalty throw a spectacular show. There'll be jugglers and jesters and gymnasts galore, sword swallowers, fire eaters. But wait, there's more. Trev and the bad boys blasting out tunes, while deadly dirt bikes are ridden by hoons. I've got to tell you, in Australia and New Zealand, hoons are really crazy, reckless drivers. Then fireworks shot from a boat in the moat, 'cause that's how a king gets the popular vote. Down the Bethlehem road they run at a trot, when Cecil yells out, "Hey fellas, guess what? Visit the king, this'll be neat. Think of the people we're going to meet. The Belgian ambassador, the Sultan of Malta, the Olympic swim team, and a pole vaulter. We'll dance the night away with Princess Natasha. She's style, she's elegance, an absolute smasher. With the beautiful people we'll be a mingling." That's who you meet in the house of the king, down the Bethlehem road, around all the bends. That when Cecil called out to all of his friends, "Visit the king, this'll be ace." Kings always live in a big fancy place. We'll slide down the banisters, swing from the drapes, splash in the baths, swim in the lakes, slouch in the beanbags, skate down the hall, sneak out the back. Then when we've done it all, sleep in four-poster beds with plenty of spring. That's where you sleep, in the house of the king. But in Bethlehem they wandered around. The king and his palace were nowhere to be found. Then Meredith said, "Here's some suggestions. Let's go to the pub and ask for directions." The publican listened to what the sheep said, scratched at his beard, then shook his head. "I don't know no palace, and I don't know no king. But that Princess Natasha's a pretty young thing. We don't do pavlova, besides you're too late. We've run out of sausages. Chef knocked off at 8. I ain't got no room, and I ain't got no bed. Heck, the last lot that rocked up, I shoved in the shed." Visit the king? Why did we come all this way? Let's head out the back and crash on the hay. Out in the shed was this bloke and a lady. There goes our sleep. She's holding a baby. Those things grizzle and howl and cry, but then he's cute, he's cuddly, He's £9.10. It was late at night, snuggled up with the sheep. The newborn king was fast asleep. Well, what did you think of those wacky sheep? I liked them, and all their great ideas about a big party. You know, Christmas is a wonderful time of fun and excitement for girls and boys like you, and apparently for sheep, and so it should be. It's super to get excited about jugglers and jesters, delicious food and presents. Those things and others like them are all fantastic. But the best thing about Christmas is the birth of Jesus, the King who is with us all the time and is always our friend, the King who brings life and hope. Remember, what was good news that first Christmas is still good news today. That's something to sing and dance about. So let's do that now, and I'll say bye for now. So, bye for now.
restless night.